The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Cards and the Lions, and it's coming up next.
This Lion fan base have been craving home. The second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wild Card Weekend here on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
Now Spears to begin the drive. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Lions will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Off the play fake, it's Williams. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Williams. Going down the middle, and it's complete. First down as the tackle's made here at the cut. Throwing is Williams. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Take this one down to the 25. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. To throw, Williams. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's 3-0 lead. So an opening drive into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And, you know, listen, there's 2 ways to get the number 7 seed. You can back into it, or you can charge your way into it and seize it. But ultimately, once you're here, you can throw that out the window. You've got to come to play.
Yeah, you just think of that phrase, any given Sunday or Saturday, as the case may be. And even though this is a 2 versus 7 matchup, don't think for 1 second that this game's going to be a
Throwing now is Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over in that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. On fourth down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. A little juke. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Lions will take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Williams. And he's got his man on the out route. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First down, here's White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. To the air, Williams. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Here's Williams. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Spears. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line.
Holding offense.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now here's Mahomes. That one's complete out to Michael Mayer. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football. And that's worked for the defense early in this game. And now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the right sideline. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Jamison Williams. 83 yards. And the Cardinals have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. And Detroit getting set to go now. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Phillips. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, here's Williams. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 14. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On play action, here's Williams. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 12-yard line.
Looking to throw is Williams. Complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. To throw once more, here's Williams. Touchdown! A 5-yard touchdown, and the Lions have taken the lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Now the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. And here's a give to Spears. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That is caught. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now Mahomes. Hitting Mayer here on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Mahomes going to throw. It's complete to Williams. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Mahomes. That one's taken in by Spears. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Keeps himself upright. But he can't get away from it. And down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will knot us up at 10. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Lions offense set to take over. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got it to Williams. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. He'll look to throw. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll drop the throw. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on this, didn't you?
I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? In motion goes the tight end. Off the play fake, it's Williams. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Going with White here, toss left. Powering forward, and he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and he'll be left with a 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. This is caught, and he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions have moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
But so far he's north of 100 yards receiving. Here now, 2nd and 4. Out of the gun to give to Spears. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks, giving the yard up to the 42. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll find Williams on the slant. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. This 2nd and 4. Mahomes now to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36. Hand off to Spears. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. He's got room at the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They'll look to throw here. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. A slant route caught by Bateman. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Now it's Mahomes again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. From 8 yards out. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Lions now taking over late in this first half as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. To throw, it's Williams. That's to the sideline and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's Williams. Over the middle, complete. It's Phillips. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. To the air, Williams. Incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So we come up. A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is, and doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
On play action, here's Williams. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw is Williams. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. The Cardinals offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Back to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time. It's going to lead to 3rd down. Back to throw here. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
And when you throw as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
And taken right at the 35. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2nd down and 4. Play action. Now Williams. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go up the middle with White. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. To throw, Williams. It's caught. This is White. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
It's the pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 13.
Running out of the gun with White. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Working out of the gun, Williams. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Throwing is Williams. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw for it with Williams. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And his kick is indeed good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So, CD, maybe put a pin in that one as this game progresses. It's a field goal that gets them the lead here in the 3rd, but, boy, you hate settling for 3 when you're that close to the goal line.
Well, it certainly pains me to say it, but I do think it was the right call. Now, if they lose, you and I both know that'd be one of the things that gets second-guessed. Why didn't you go for it on 4th and goal? I know the mindset was take the points, get the lead. And, by the way, if they went for it and got stuffed, they'd second-guess that, too.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And now a run with Spears. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now a 3rd and 6. Mahomes going to throw. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Show some rush coming, and he's taken down. Buda Baker, the safety, he gets in from the secondary for the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Getting in there and knocking that pass down was Ernest Jones.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
2nd and 6. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On the give, it's White. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They keep it on the ground. White again. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
From the gun, here's Williams. Flush to his right. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. He finds his man complete. It's Phillips. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Lions are able to widen their advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here's a run by Spears.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
They'll run with Spears.
And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
It's the gain of 3. 1st down, Cardinals.
One quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. Throwing now is Mahomes.
This is part of why this guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws, but here Mahomes knows he's got nothing, so wisely just gets rid of it.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Cardinals on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and 5. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Mahomes now to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Lions. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. The drive starts with a run by White. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Back to throw. Williams. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Spears. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Now 2nd and 9. Now back to throw. Throw right side pulled in by Mayer. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now here's Mahomes. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rashad Bateman from 6 yards away. And the Cardinals have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
So here come the Lions now. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Looking to throw. Williams.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Brings up third and 3.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. They run straight ahead here with White, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's Williams. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw, it's Williams. Looking left side, and it's complete. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
They'll go play action here with Williams.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Lions will add to their fourth quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got it to Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
Calling a gain of 40 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Mahomes again.
It gets it right back to Mayer.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From midfield, here's Mahomes.
Throws out left, it's caught by Williams.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
That one's taken in by Spears.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This is caught by Williams. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Dawson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here we go. 1st and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. Touchdown! Rashad Bateman with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Cardinals have got it back to within a score. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Play action. Now Williams. Looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by a field goal. A little over a minute and a half remaining. Mahomes to throw it. A field goal could get this playoff game to overtime, but this crowd, they are going to make it tough as they line up 1st and 10.
Foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Mahomes. That is caught. Bateman. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mahomes will throw.
Eluding the pressure right.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Mahomes. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game.
And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And they take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
The Lions stay alive as we say thanks for watching and so long.